So we're back again with now really my first official video of NBA 2K20. So if you guys don't know, recently I was invited to the 2K Community Day in Los Angeles. 2K flew me out. I got to play the game early, but unfortunately there was no Myteam at the event. But one thing I was able to do was get a hold of one of the Myteam developers, I guess you could say. His name was Erick, and I decided to actually sit down and do an interview with him. First things first, he did say he can't give me really any official answers, but he said he'd give me some hints, and I tell you what, he gave me some hints. So yeah, I thought for this interview I'm just going to play it through, and then at certain points I'm going to stop and then just have a talk about what he said, because I don't know, I feel like that might just be the best option. We'll see how we go. Also, one thing I want to say, sorry about the mic quality, sorry about the background noise. You would expect at like a 2K Community Day where everyone's vlogging, everyone's recording, they wouldn't play copyright music in the background and as loud as it was, but they were. So yeah, there wasn't really much I could do about that. Erick, who is a what do you
senior producer on NBA 2K20.
Yeah, sweet. I've got a couple of questions for you about the game and also my team a little bit. But there are a few things that, you know, I'm sort of wondering. Number one, there's a lot of questions about contracts. Are they still in the game, or?
We haven't talked in my team yet, so you're gonna have to hang tight.
Yeah, all right. And
but I will tell you one thing. I will tell you that my team was a major focus for the development team again this year. So there are a ton of new my team features. The developer diary is coming out really soon. I wrote it, so I know what's in it. Okay, There's a lot of stuff. So I got to like watch the team that kind of makes it all year long, and so I was just like taking notes all year, like writing notes, making sure that everything they did was like documented. Yeah. For the developer diary, I can speak. So I think you guys are gonna love it once it's available.
That's sweet. Yeah. So that about contracts, as I said, he can't answer exactly what I asked. He can't just give me a yes, contracts are in the game, no, they're not. But it really is a good sign that 2K seems to be listening to us, and they listen to the community. So it's a great sign that everyone wants contracts gone. So it's a big possibility that they might actually be. And also, you said that like domination rewards are going to be worth it. That's what you told me a little bit ago. So
yes, I mean, we know this guy likes to do domination. It's like his like badge of honor. He's like, I'm the first to complete domination.
Exactly.
So the reward when you complete domination, and there's like some caveats on this. I'll tell you it's Jason Richardson, but I'm not going to tell you anything more about how you get it or like color or any of that. Okay. But the card is sick. So, like, if you get that, you win. Like, go play Unlimited with it, and everyone's gonna be like, "How'd you get that card?"
Well, I'm glad you just mentioned Unlimited.
I told you I'd give you something. I'm sorry we haven't talked to my team yet.
No,
that card's incredible.
All right, that's sweet. So I did not expect him to actually tell me who the domination reward was. The only thing I'm wondering though, is there like 3 dominations or is there 1? I'm not really sure, but possibly that was the final reward. But Jason Richardson is always a beast in 2K, so it should be an insane card. And is it still like Galaxy Opal?
I told you I'm not gonna tell you the color.
Yeah. Also, he says, I'm not going to tell you the color, but actually after this interview, I couldn't get it on camera, but he did say, there's a reason I couldn't tell you what color he is, meaning I'm kind of expecting that we're not going to see Galaxy Opal again. We're going to see something new, which should be pretty cool. I'm guessing you're not going to answer this, but draft mode?
I'm definitely not going to
answer that. That's
read the developer diary when it comes out.
Yeah. So yeah, there was absolutely no way he was going to answer this, but you could see that he's definitely listening to us. Like, we've been asking for a draft mode, sort of like 2K MT Central for a long time. So if they're able to implement something like that into 2K, rather than like pack and playoffs that we had before, it'll be so good. But yeah, by the sounds of things, I'm really looking forward to this developer's diary. One thing that I've always sort of been asking is, I don't know if you guys are planning this, but just for future reference, if you're going to be able to put like a Domination Part 2 midway through the year, is that a possibility? I know you probably haven't, but like I've just always noticed that people.
Well, that's because you finished it in 2 days.
Yeah,
like,
okay, all
right. You got 363 more days. You're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, that's true. But still, there are a couple of people that finish it pretty early, like within the first month. So I was thinking like maybe later down the track, if we could get a better award, this is just a suggestion.
I mean, that's definitely something that the team can investigate. Kind of grow. And like the whole point with our My Team philosophy is we want to make the mode relevant all year long. We want to keep people entertained. We want to prize them as they play through the mode, locker coach, etc. All of that, which we did a way better job on in 2K19, I would say.
Everyone would agree.
So when I looked back at 2K18, I'm like, gosh, they didn't do anything for the people until right before 19 launched, when it was like Pink Diamond Locker Code Mania.
And that's when like 2K.
I think it really like came back to life then. My team just like people loved it again. So
yeah,
that was a strong focus in 19, and it's definitely a strong focus again in 20.
So really, I think by the sounds of things in this, it does sound like we're going to be getting more solo challenges and stuff through the year, because that's one thing, as I said in the interview, I just don't really see 2K doing enough of. Like, we do get Domination at the start, which I love, obviously. You know, Erick kind of roasted me there. Told me I had no life, but it's facts when 2K comes out. Anyway, he does sort of mention that he wants a longevity into the game. I think that's the word. So by the sounds of things, it does seem like we will be getting more solo challenges and moments challenges through the year, which is something I'm really looking forward to, because to be honest, I really don't think there was enough in 2K19. Like, weekly challenges were just terrible. No one did the scheduled challenges or anything. So I feel like if we're able to get rid of those and just add something a little bit better, that's sort of what I was suggesting in this with the Domination Part 2, my dream. But yeah, it's really good that I was just able to get my word out in this interview. I also noticed from the increase from 2K18 to 19 is like the rewards got a lot better. Are the rewards going to be like, obviously said that Jason Richardson, and that's an insane card for Domination, because in 2K19 Maurice Lucas was the final one. Not many people use that card, but so the rewards are going to be
that's more about like people not knowing some of the historical players in the NBA. I think we're doing a better job this year on teaching players about the historical players in the NBA. We have some releases, which I'll talk about in the developer diary, that kind of go into detail about how we're going to teach you the history of the NBA. There's so many good players in the past that people just
for sure
you never saw on TV. You saw the names, you saw the stats, you don't really know anything else about it. So to be able to like learn more about them and actually play with them in the mode is like a major focus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like 2K is the main way that I
learn about players.
Historic, like
I remember last year we released a card, Swen Nader card.
Yeah.
And I watched every YouTuber. They're like Swen Nader. They had no idea who the guy was, right?
Richie
Guerin. Yeah. So that's another. He was a diamond card too.
Yeah, he was one of them. Like, he had Hall of Fame levels.
So before Richie, I can't say his last name.
Being able to put those guys out, and I'll see like people that go to YouTube or they go to Google, they go to like Wikipedia, they look these guys up and they learn about the history. Do you remember the Bob Pettit card we put out? It was a This Day in History card. It had the base 11.
Yeah.
Like so when that came out, people were like, Bob Petit.
Yeah.
Bob Petit, is he French?
Yeah. Like, and this clip here was mine in 2K15. So it's a bit of a throwback, but this is the first time I came across Bob Pettit. And yeah, just check it out.
And this one's Bob Petit, or however you say his name, Bob Petit. I don't really know this guy.
Yeah. Like, they looked it up and they learned about history, and he was one of the best players in the NBA like a long time ago.
Yeah. I never knew about really Wes so like, that's bad. My NBA history isn't good until like the 2K.
He's a legend, man.
17 or 18? I think it was 18. Yeah, 2K18 Domination when he was like my favorite card. So,
that's a big focus for us, because you can grow people and you can build legacies back. So.
Yeah, 100% get that. So yeah, that answer there I think was extremely good. Just because at the top of my head, I can't really name too many players that I feel like should get better cards for people to learn who they are. But it should be interesting in 2K20 to see what cards actually get released, because we got a lot in 2K19 that a lot of people didn't really know about. So it should be interesting to see what ones we get this year. I'm guessing you're not going to answer this one, but position locks. Like, one thing I noticed when I was playing before is there's a lot of if you have a big on a small, like the small will be able to use the speed and get past, which will help a lot in my team, because I know you've probably noticed that not many people use 6'3" and under players in my team at all.
I looked, like, whenever I look at Mike Wang's gameplay, it allows you to play like Andre Kirilenko at point guard. It's that was a problem for me last year. Like, honestly, we watched that Myteam tournament, and I saw every team just kind of either roll with Giannis or Kirilenko. That was it. Like, full stop. There was no one else using anybody else, and it didn't feel right.
So this here is the team that the champion of the Xbox One side of things won with, and this is at the start of the year, and like the smallest players are Michael Jordan, Brandon Roy, and I don't think this man even used these cards. And to go back to exactly what Erick was saying, it's because just height was the main thing that you needed. So everyone in the tournament was running Giannis, Andre Kirilenko, Danny Granger with base 11, like James Worthy as well. It was pretty overpowered, and it was great to hear that he personally hates that.
Yeah. So that was something we really focused on this year as well.
Yeah, that's sweet.
And we have different solutions of ways of approaching that.
Oh yeah.
But it's incredibly better this year.
I'm glad to hear that. So from that answer, we can tell that he definitely knows what he's talking about, and he really does want what's best for the game. And he did sneakily mention that they do have different ways of combating players in the wrong positions. So maybe that means their stats will get downgraded or something if you run them out of position. We'll just have to wait and see though. Yeah, I just thought that was a really, really good answer. Will there be any new players? This doesn't have to be just my team, but I know there's quite a few other players that are in like all-time game that hasn't really been in my team, and obviously like Reggie Miller and stuff is players that people have really been asking for. Any hints at that, or
things?
No hints on that. You got to stay tuned on that.
We're
We're always adding new players.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I get an answer on that one. That one was definitely a no-no for me.
And one other thing, you mentioned like Kirilenko at point guard.
Yeah.
Like,
that card was awesome. When I had that card, I never took it out of my lineup. I had like pink diamonds. I'm like, no, I'm still using Kirilenko.
The opal's still on my team. Like, man. Yeah,
I played him as a small forward though, so I'm not total cheese.
Yeah,
I didn't run him at the point with speed boost. Like, I didn't do that.
Yeah. But with like the realism in the game, so Shaq shooting threes, like, is that something that's going to be sort of looked at this year to make sure that? Because I fully understand why you have to make Shaq make threes later in the year, is because like
he's got to be viable.
Yeah, there's players like Brook Lopez that
he actually shoots threes.
Yeah, exactly. They actually shoot threes, so it's hard to try and implement Shaq, who's a monster of a player in real life, but how do you implement him in 2K?
It's tough. One thing you got to consider is how the sport of the NBA has changed over the last 50 years. Like, I mean, 50 years ago, they didn't have three-pointers, so no one took them.
Yeah.
So those players naturally weren't as adept at shooting threes. The way the game has changed and evolved, especially in the last, like, 6 years, right? 5 years. Like, it's like if you shoot a two, you're a loser, right? So you have to really kind of relate all of those players together. You have to rate them together at the same time and make them fair and balanced and of equal value. Which is a challenge, but it's also really fun too, because the main thing, don't ever forget it, my team's a fantasy mode, right? I'm going to take players from all these different eras, I'm going to make this hodgepodge team, and it's the best strategy for me. So that's the fun in the mode for me.
Yeah, that's sick.
So what he's saying here is definitely facts. Like, when you think about it, you can really understand why they have to make Shaq shoot threes in 2K. I know a lot of people are going to dislike it and a lot of people do like it, but really exactly what he's saying, you do actually need to have these types of players to make them usable in the game. Like, could you imagine if we all work towards that Galaxy Opal Shaq and then he just has like a 25-3? I would personally use him because I don't really need a 3 on my centers, but I feel like no one else would. So it does seem like a lot of those players like Shaq, Ben Simmons probably will have a 3-ball later into the year, and the realism won't be 100% a factor. But as he said, it is a fantasy mode. It is a lot of fun actually pulling up threes with Shaq and Ben Simmons. So I'm not really complaining if it makes more fun in the game. I mean, it's a win-win.
And yeah, are you thinking about locker codes were obviously a lot better in 2K19 and so you're trying to make, I don't think there has to be that much increase or anything. I know it kind of frustrated me when I saw locker codes get released and people would reply to them and say this is an L, and I'm like, you're getting this stuff for free. So that was just a personal thing, but I sort of understood. So with locker codes, are you planning to make them better or just keep it sort of the way it was? Personally, I think it was great this year, but
I don't want to go into the strategy of it all, but I mean, I understand there's sometimes you put out like a really good card and not everyone can always get every good card. That's why sometimes there's, you can win some tokens, you can win some Myteam points. And yeah, we saw people, post the L when they didn't win it. And I don't think they were genuinely mad that they got, a couple tokens or some Myteam points.
Exactly.
It was just a little frustration that, I had this chance to get this Bob Pettit card or whatever the case may be, and I didn't get it. That's an L. Like, I would say L too. Like, I didn't get what I wanted, so that's an L for me. But generally speaking, I think everybody appreciates what we're trying to do here, which is to give you a reason to log in, get you something to shoot for, have fun with. You can get the card and play with it. And that's just the goal, is to entertain and delight. And we try and do that every day of the year.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys kill it with locker codes, because like it really does bring the community together. That was one thing in 2K18 that made my channel pop off in those final stages of the game with the pink diamonds. Like,
June and July.
That was I remember I went from like 8,000 Twitter followers to like 15,000 in a month.
They doubled in a month.
Just from locker codes, so I have to say thank you to the locker codes.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. We got more coming, don't worry.
That's sweet, that's sweet.
So yes, from that, locker codes are definitely coming back, which we pretty much all expected. It doesn't seem like they're going to be way more insane or anything like that, but I know a few people are going to disagree with me, but in 2K19, the locker codes were extremely good. Like, coming from 2K18 when we would get like one every like 3 weeks, and you had to be the fastest you could to type it in, to then 2K19, it's been so much better. So probably in 2K20, especially how the way that Erick was saying that he's listening to the community and he understands that the locker codes do bring the community all together, it does seem like we're probably going to be getting more, and also they might actually be better. So yeah, that's another good sign.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure that's all I really was meant to ask. All I wrote down. Oh, okay, a big one.
All right.
This is what a lot of people have been asking for. Changing difficulty in play with friends, is that something that's hopefully going to be implemented?
September 6th, you can tell me yes or no if it's in there.
Alright. Yeah, I understand that. That's just a huge thing that, like, obviously the community wants. was, because it's on Pro now, isn't it?
I think it defaults to Pro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one there, I feel like we're definitely getting it. Like, I don't know, just the way it was sort of an instant response, I kind of feel like he knows exactly what we're talking about, exactly what we want. We really do want Play with Friends difficulty to be changed to whatever we want. Portal length as well would be nice. And yeah, I feel like 2K is definitely on the board with this. Just by his reaction, I know he said we have to wait, but possibilities do come true, and I feel like that actually might be one.
I think that's pretty much it. There you go. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for playing. Appreciate all of you. Trust me so much.
And just understand that Eric couldn't really answer.
I'm sorry.
Everything, because
by the time you see this, the information will probably be out shortly thereafter. So give it a read, enjoy it. Feel free to ask him questions. He can direct to us, and we'll get you answers. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, heaps.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. That's good.
So exactly what Eric was saying there, one of the great things about me being at community day was that I have actually made these connections. So if you guys do have suggestions for the game and want to know more, be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll try and get some answers out. Just remember, the blog will be out very soon. I'm not sure when, but when it does come out, we'll get so many of these questions actually confirmed. And yeah, let me know what you think about this interview. This was actually my first interview ever, but I know Eric didn't give us too many confirmed answers, but he did give us a lot of hints as to what might be in the game and what might be into Myteam, which is pretty exciting. And also another thing, we can kind of guess what's true and what isn't by his facial expressions. I'm not sure if that's the smartest, but you never know, it might work from my interview. So there wasn't too many answers, I'm sorry about that, but I tried to get as much out as possible, and I did not expect him to tell me the Domination reward, which is pretty fire. And also a few of those other things do seem extremely exciting for the game, and I'm so excited for 2K20. I do have more videos coming out today, so be on the lookout for them. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. 2K20 is going to be a big year for your boys, so just be sure to stay subscribed, put those notifications on, and yeah, smash the like button, as your support always means a lot, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.